This is Mohammed. He's a YouTuber with over 120,000 subscribers who teaches Arabic online. And his online learning platform is about to cross more than $1 million in revenue this year. But here's the thing, he's not a developer, so for 2 years he paid a dev agency to build out the platform. And it was really frustrating. He couldn't even access his own codebase, there was really slow back and forth, and he felt like he had to accept mediocrity. But eventually he found Lovable and decided to build the entire platform himself in 1 month. In this video, we'll dive deep into exactly how he did it and the strategies and tips he learned on the way, and his best advice for founders building with AI. I'm here with Mohammed. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Muhammad Al-Andalusi. I am most known by being a Arabic teacher and the founder of AndalusiInstitute.com, which is an online institution that teaches the Arabic language to get you to a B2 level according to the CEFR proficiency levels of the UK. And yeah, that's what I'm known for on social media. I have a YouTube channel. I am on Instagram as well, but mostly on YouTube. And so, yeah, that's my little bio.
So you have a course that you created, and you built this course with the help of an agency before.
I have, well, it's an institute that we run on, that we have online basically. And we are about 7 teachers and an operations manager. So it's not a massive team, but we've been running since 2019. And it all started with literally me and a few students. And then next thing you know, we were a few hundred students. And then I started to build my team. But for Arabic language, you need a scheduler, you need a way to have some quizzes to send to the students, and then an easy way to correct those assignments or assessments or whatever it might be. So then in the beginning of 2023, we wanted to develop our own platform. So I started to look into software development agencies through my contacts and so on, and I came across a team that was ready to take on this project. Signed the contract, and then for about 2 years, I would say, we worked together. But then I started to realize that we wasn't moving as fast as I would like to, and I felt quite restricted. And as an entrepreneur, and other entrepreneurs might identify with me, you most of the times want to have full control of what gets deployed and how fast. And so it was quite inefficient. And then that made me want to learn software development, not from an aspect of I'm going to develop it myself, but I wanted to know how everything works. I wanted to learn the language of developers, and I wanted to know what's going on in the back end, so I can then know how to speak the same language with developers and directly tell them what to do, because I realized that somebody can develop but might not be the best at product. So I started to realize that with my creative side, I could, if I learned what's going on, at least, perhaps not develop myself, but at least know what's going on, I could perhaps direct the developers to find quicker solutions. So in the beginning of 2025, I told myself that I wanted to become a full stack developer, and then I came across Lovable. And so I found that the Lovable was the most user-friendly. And to be honest, what started as code vibing, which I got to know that is what they call it, it started to become serious. I started to play a little bit more and go a little bit deeper, and actually taking serious reading and using the chat as an actual learning phase, or as if I'm learning as I'm developing. And I realized that I could actually develop the whole platform that we have in right now, that these developers developed in 2 years. I got so close to what they had developed in 2 years in about a month, and yeah, Lovable gave me the belief that it's possible.
And you created it on your own in 2 months, and without knowing how to program before.
Yeah, I remember even the number of prompts. I think it was about 3,700 prompts or something like that, and it built pretty much everything we had in the other platform. It allowed me to actually reflect my creativity on what I'm building, because it's not the same thing if a founder actually builds a product than if a founder tells somebody to build it. There's so many backs and forths that need to go through, and so many iterations that need to happen for that thing to actually become as it was in my mind initially before telling the developers. I remember before, for a feature to ship it with that agency, it could take us easily 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on how difficult that feature was. Right now, I sit down for 2-3 days with with Lovable, and that's it. It shipped.
You were building, right? You were just reading the Lovable chat and you were becoming involved, and you get to learn a bunch of things.
Sometimes it would literally be stuck because of a very obvious problem, like for example, the RLS policies, for example. And so it was so obvious that I should have done it myself, but because I don't have no knowledge of software development, then AI wasn't even telling me. I would have conversations with ChatGPT about what Lovable is telling me and asking questions and asking to explain it to me as if I was a 5-year-old, and all of these backs and forth that sometimes for a particular feature it would take me 2 weeks, which now it might take me just literally 3 hours to do. And what I would do is that once I get stuck in a problem, I would then make for myself a reference. So, these didn't work because of these, and it was related to the RLS policies, these. And then I would upload it to the code base and I'll use it as a reference. So I'll tell the chat, read this reference from things that have been stuck in the past and see if this problem that we are having right now is related to any of those problems that I had before. I started to, every bug, but I generally enjoy it. I enjoy fixing all of these bugs and building for myself a glossary or a encyclopedia of bugs that I had in the past. And it allows me to continue to develop literally whatever I think of. I am able to develop it.
Were you using custom knowledge file, or were you uploading it via GitHub, or what do you mean by uploading it to the code base?
Yeah, I would go. Well, sometimes I do it through the chat on Lovable. I say upload this as a readme.mb file, and sometimes I just directly go to GitHub and upload it myself.
Do you have a Stripe integration then, I would assume?
The UI that students see, which is a community, then there's the classroom with the videos, there's a scheduler, and they see all the classes that they have scheduled with their teachers. Then there is the UI for the teachers. So the teachers, they are able to check assignments and send Loom videos to students about their assignments and things like that. They are able to see the community as well. They are able to delete or create for certain students classes and send them a evergreen link for Google Calendar. And then we have the top administration, which is the operations manager and myself as the founder, where we are able to track instructors' efficiency, the occupancy, and how many students are actually booking for the next 3 days. Are we getting close to 100% occupancy where there's no more spaces for students to book more lessons? And so we need to hire another instructor, which this, by the way, was a big bottleneck that I was having in my business. And I was trying to use Airtable to track all of these things through Zapier. I had to get through Calendly, $300 per month, by the way. Calendly would send data to Zapier, which again, I was paying per zap. And then Zapier would send to Airtable, which again, I used to pay for Airtable as well. So now there's 3 softwares that I used to link all together just to see on the interface of Airtable what is the efficiency of the instructors, let alone the fact that I had to then wait for the answer to get a specific CSV file, or it was just so complicated. Right now, I literally just developed with Lovable in the administration UI all the KPIs that I need for instructors. So that way I know when to hire, when to fire, who is efficient, who is not efficient. And from amongst the things that help me the most is, like I said earlier, every time I get stuck into a bug, I tell myself that every bug is fixable. The second tip, it was restore feature of Lovable. So I wouldn't fear developing things, because every time I would finish a feature that I came to the realization that it works, what I would do as soon as a feature is finished is I ask Lovable chat to make a copy-pastable reference and copy-pastable documentation, and to even include the code as well of this feature, and explain to me how it interacts with the database, what are the functions, and what are the hooks that are used for these to work, and what are the RLS policies supposed to be, and then give me a copy-pastable documentation with the code. So if I want to, I can refer back to and completely build this from scratch.
How was the whole transfer process? Was that hard?
And obviously, like any migration from an app or from a software to another software for your for your customers is going to be a little bit of a headache. But what I did is I basically created an onboarding process with Lovable, and this one was the smoothest from the history of our business.
How you built your business in terms of like marketing? How did you grow your YouTube channel? Can you share how you grew your audience?
Me personally, I am a big advocate of a personal branding. Personal brand to me, and having an audience around your name and you being known for a particular skill or for a particular niche. You know, as they say, there's no niche that is too small if it's your niche. And so when you are the face of the brand and that's what you truly believe, or that's what you always talk about and so on, and you become known for that, which me in my case is the Arabic language, then I mean, it makes it so easy. Any product that I launch in that, you know, is aligned with my audience and their interest, you can make a very quick marketing launch around it, build some hype and drop it. So yeah, the way how I did it is pretty much just through content. It's a numbers game. You know, you just have to keep on putting content, trying to do joint ventures and appearing on podcasts and building your email list and just providing value as much as possible. And little by little, it starts to compound, man.
How many followers, how many subs do you have on YouTube?
On YouTube, we are 120,000 subscribers now.
And soon, this year, you're about to make 7 figures revenue, or projected this year.
You're already close to 700,000, so Q4 is probably gonna be the rest of the 300,000 left for the 1 million. And hopefully we can, you know, prepare some type of boost of sales for Q4. So yeah, I'm confident we're gonna cross 7 figures.
Yeah, it needs to be the right audience, right? Really, really right fit. Do you have any tips on that?
Every time I make content myself, I think the person that would watch this is the person that would probably, you know, want to join our course and learn the Arabic language. And if so, then I create the content. If not, then it doesn't align with my brand, basically.
Is there anything else you would like to say to the audience out there or watching this video?
So you know, that's my advice when I see now entrepreneurs in my surroundings. I tell them, you gotta start using Lovable, man. You gotta start building your own products and putting out there in the market, and perhaps even sell them. For sure. Might even listen to the audio, see what they say.
And where can the viewers find you online?
Yeah, so it's Muhammad Andalusi on all social media channels pretty much. And yeah, my institute is Andalus Institute. Yeah, you can check it out and on Google, and it will lead you to the right place, hopefully.